this. That is insane. And yet it's just hold my tiny infant so that I can take a picture and show it. And they're like, oh, he's going to love this when he's older. Really? Okay. Or he will grow up to want to dress like this, which I would totally approve of as well. So that's kind of what I was hoping for.
Okay, but were you this different when you were young, like becoming this teenager and learning how to deal with life?
I think that I was different, but in a much less noticeable way because I grew up, as you probably know, like I didn't go to school. I stopped going to normal school when I was like 9 or 10, and that was exclusively because I needed more time to practice my violin, which is all I did at that time. And so being brought up in that very isolated, insulated world of classical music industry, of working with people a lot older than oneself, like for years, and so I think I was weird because for years at a time, I literally had no friends even close to my own age. And I was fine with that because I didn't know. I was happy to be making music. That's what I wanted to do. Nobody made me do that. And, but that left me with literally no idea of what I was supposed to be like or what I was supposed to be into, and I'm only now figuring out music that was going on at that time, and it's really fun. The only sad thing is that all the bands that I'm coming to be totally in love with have either died or have split up because they were doing their thing then, and I was not aware of this. I was aware of some other pretty awesome things, but socially they're not normal to, nobody really cares about like Gregorian chant of like the Middle Ages, but I know about that. And yet everybody's still like, what? You haven't seen that movie? You don't know who that is? So I'm trying. But yeah, my knowledge doesn't always match up with like what is popular. And it definitely didn't then. And then it's just that rebelliousness started, not even in how I looked initially, although that came pretty soon after, but in the music that I wanted to make or how I wanted to make it, or then it did start with what I wanted to wear and all of those things, and that's when like all hell broke loose in kind of my world of whoa, you're breaking out even slightly of this bubble, and that was a huge problem. But it's like once you poke that hole, you can't really seal it up again. No glue is that strong, not even Gemtac. So you almost just have to just bust out of it right then and live in chaos for a while, but then you put it back together and you put it back together. And if you really had skill to begin with, then there's a way to there is a way, if you're smart enough about it, to get everything you want, to get to play the violin, classical and not, and sing and dance and have a stage show where you just combine everything, and it may seem like a mishmash, and it is, because I'm getting to do everything that I wanted at the same time. And that's what everybody said was impossible. So it's just, well, then watch. That's all. Cool. Thank you for giving me so much time. Thank you so much. You're amazing to talk to. Thank you. Thank you.
I was really happy to find it on Amazon, and I thank God Amazon.
How did they have
shit.
that?
I don't know. They have like one.
Oh, maybe somebody like a seller put it up there. I hope, like, was it a lot more expensive than it's supposed to be? Okay, yeah, it was selling for 55 on, like, for pre-order on my website. So, oh, you got there. This is a real pair. Oh, God. See, I even go along when I write. And there's so much space on this page. That's probably why I left it there, so that I could write a love letter to you. I need these things. You get my two very, very special photographs. actually get both. People only get one, but you get. God, I just had a moment where I looked down. I was like, am I having a wardrobe malfunction? I kind of hope so because, yeah, because this book will go for a lot more after that. But yeah, if I see this somewhere and there's like a big blue dot over here, I'll know. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's like, what is wrong with her tits? Are they naturally blurry? That is. Ratty. My life. This is so. This is Basil. This is true, his first and last names are Basil. It's Basil. Basil. He is so fun. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
I
well,
so appreciate everything.
I have to tell you that your friends hate me.
How did that happen?
You know the underground reflection about, I don't want my favorite artist to be.
Oh. That's a whole other interview, which is like, I've gone on a kind of rant on my forum, like journal posts about that, which is just like, wake up everybody. One, if you want us to stay little indie and we're grown and small forever, get prepared for us to have to quit and start working at McDonald's.
Yeah, that's what I told everyone about it.
And two, like, give us some credit and don't assume that because the work that people do is getting a little more known, they're just going to change and do something. Great.
Even people say, oh, you've changed.
Exactly. Really? Are we not allowed to evolve? Like, that's kind of like being an alive human being. That's how you know that somebody's not really a manufactured, put-together pop star, is if they change. Because I know that if you are a manufactured, put-together pop star, that's the one thing you are not allowed to do. And if you do, it's a big, big problem. And for anybody who's worried about, like, that or my being controlled or whatever, I've fired pretty much most of my. I've hired 2 managers in the past 3 months, and I'm totally self-managing, and it's crazy, and it's the only way it's going to be from now on.